Hey everyone, this is Peskyplumber and TF2. I'm here to give you guys a bit of an update on my TF2 related projects. This includes adventures in the TF2 Awesome server and Fortress of Fun, as well as a few other things here and there. I have some TF2 footage to keep you entertained, but you can easily switch off the video because it will mostly just be me talking, so don't worry. The first thing I want to talk about is adventures in the TF2 Awesome server. Now the thing is that I'm worried I might not be able to make any more of those videos. Now don't worry, I'm not saying I'm sick of making those videos. I really enjoy making those videos in my off time. Now hopefully I might be able to make Adventure 23. I've got a few replays saved over from the previous ones that I could probably make into another video. I can't guarantee if it will be made or not, because I don't know if the replays I have will be good enough to sustain its own video, but I'll see what I can do. Now the reason being is that the server that I play on, the Team Fortress 2 Awesome server, it's kind of struggling in terms of numbers of players at the moment, as most other community servers do. There doesn't seem to be many new players coming in, and a lot of the players that were around in all the videos have kind of slowly moved on to other games, or just, you know, got a bit burnt out with TF2 and just given it a bit of a break and might come back to it later. Now while it is possible for me to record my own footage of like playing on casual, I mean there are still a few of my friends that do still play TF2, and with the small numbers we are, we could probably just go on casual and do that. But I feel like it wouldn't be good enough content when compared to the adventure videos. The main reason why is because I feel like the adventure videos are kind of like more of a community thing. Like it wasn't just about just me or like a few select people. It was more just like the whole people. It was like everyone, and it was more just everyone. It was more just a good hangout, just everyone hanging out, having fun. And it just happened to be with TF2. And I felt like that's what made it unique from other TF2 videos. Now, I'm not saying that if I went into casual mode with my friends and recorded that, it would be absolutely terrible, but I feel like it would probably take a lot more work on my end with that. And the thing is though, is that as much as I really enjoy making these TF2 videos, they generally weren't the main focus of my channel. They were more something to keep working on in between stuff. Now while it may seem like the adventure series might be coming to an end because of these lack of players, don't worry, I'll still try and think of a way to still bring you TF2 videos, as well as get more players on the server. I mean, who knows, maybe there'll be a new TF2 update that will get all the old players playing again, maybe it might be time to actually update the schedule itself so it can cater to a lot more players. We'll see, the year is young, so anything can happen. If you are interested in the server, however, if you've been watching these videos for a long time, or maybe you've been watching videos from both of my friends Whimsilla or Strafe, you might have been interested in the server and want to be a part of it. Well, thankfully I can happily say that our server is open to the public now. It's still password protected and Turbo members still get priority, but at least you'll be able to play, which is good. And you can also follow along our schedule so you know when the best times are to join. The schedule is every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday at 7 PM Greenwich Mean Time, and it runs for around roughly 3 hours, but that's just more of an estimate. You know, sometimes it can run for a little bit longer, or it can run a little bit shorter than that. It's just there for folks to know when the best time is to join and like not miss it completely. You can also join our fan-run group, the TF2 Players Group, which lets players know when they want to play on the TF2 server, as well as keep track of the schedule itself. If you want to find out more about the server or the TF2 Players Group, you can follow the links in the description there as well. Now, just to make sure I end it on some good news, the 5th year of the Adventure series is coming up actually, and I want to do something to celebrate it. So an idea I've been having that I want to share with you guys is I'm considering on doing a top 10 or top 5 best moments in the TF2 Awesome server. Essentially, you guys would vote for your 3 favourite moments that happen in all the adventure videos, and then like count all the votes and see which one gets the most votes. And yes, this would include your favourite montages as well. Now, it's not confirmed 100% with that project. It's just more of just letting you guys know and see what you think of it. If you like it, I'll think of a way to get a good voting system going, and then make an official video announcing that for you guys to vote. So don't worry too much about it. Next thing I want to talk about is Fortress of Fun, the TF2 webcomic that I do. If you haven't read Fortress of Fun or don't know what it is, you can follow the link in the description to more info about it. So in terms of Fortress of Fun, the standard comics are still going. Don't worry, I don't think they'll be stopping anytime soon. I have drawn a bunch of comics that will be released slowly throughout the year to keep you guys entertained while I work on other stuff, and I might have a few more afterwards I can keep going with. So in terms of standard comics, I'll be able to keep working on them. But unfortunately, as for the holiday specials, this include Fortress of Fright, the Halloween comics, and Short Smithmas stories, the Christmas comics, or Smithmas if you would like that. Now the thing is that there won't be any more Halloween comics for a while. I'm sorry if you were looking forward to one this year, but I will explain a little bit more in a moment. As for short Christmas stories, this year will be the last one as well, and it'll be kind of put in the same scenario as Fortress of Frights. Now, as the reason why I'm not doing these as much anymore is the main reason is because both of these projects took up a huge chunk of my year, almost like half of the year, to make sure I got them released on time, both the 31st of October and the 20th of December. And it's not that I don't enjoy them as much anymore, I do still enjoy working on them. The problem is that I have so many other projects and so many other things to do, like, real life responsibilities, that I feel like having to sacrifice half a year to do those two things can really cut down the time I could be doing on the other stuff that I want to do. The other reason is because I'm kind of struggling with story ideas for both Fortress of Frights and Short Christmas stories. I want the storylines to be, somewhat original, where it's not just, A Nightmare on Elm Street, but with the Fortress of Fun characters. I want to have some variety to it, so it's not just full-on parodies, if you know what I mean. But like I said, there'll still be standard Fortress of Fun comics, so you can still look forward to that. So I'm sorry if you're looking forward to Halloween comic this year, but there are a lot of other things I'm working on that I'm sure you'll enjoy either way. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not doing them like ever. It's just that both of these things are just kind of now pushed to low priority, like very, very low priority. If I do think of a really good idea for either one of them, I possibly will work on them, but I can't guarantee that. However, if you enjoy my Fortress of Fun comics and you want to see more of them, then you'll be happy to know that I have placed Fortress of Fun on my Patreon as a stretch goal, adding the Halloween comics and the Christmas stories to my Patreon, so I'll be able to work on them more often again. And this would also include feature-length Fortress of Fun comics. So this would be extended comics, not just one-panel comic gags like you've been used to before. This would be more fleshed-out storylines that you'd expect to see from a Halloween comic, except these would actually be more canon and a little bit more exciting as well. So if you're interested in seeing that, check out my Patreon, maybe give it a support, and even if the stretch goal isn't met, I'll still be making a lot more enjoyable content that I'm sure you'll like. A lot of that content even being TF2 related. As for what I have planned for this year, I do have a few real life responsibilities going, but I do have a lot of project ideas that I really want to work on, most of them being TF2 stuff, I'm sure a lot of you will really look forward to it. I'm currently working on a short animation for a project that I'm sure you guys will really like. Like, trust me, it was an honour to be part of this project, and you'll know when you see it. I seem to have covered everything I wanted to cover, but if there's anything you'd like to know from me, please let me know in the comments and I'll answer as many as I can. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and take care.